Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Kirby Superstar Ultra. Last time, we got through 2 more levels here in the Meta Knightmare Ultra mode. In this episode, we're going to be finishing up with level 5, the final one, if my helper will let me get through the door. We're entering space territory. We're making our way to Milky Way Wishes. So, Meta Knight apparently could just fly out of the atmosphere into space. Man, Meta Knight does not give a crap. Kirby needed the warp star to do this. Meta Knight just needs his wings. Right there just proves Meta Knight is the better character, right? Meta Knight is number 1. So let's just go ahead and make our way through the seasons here. So we're gonna go to winter. Oh, no, not winter, sorry. We wanna go to fall and then winter. So make our way through, here's fall. It's weird how that tree is only chopped down here in fall and then comes right back to spring. It's a very fast growing tree. So, gotta remember that, which I did not. Oh, how the heck did we both get frozen? That really sucked. Oh, jeez. Not want to go through the door yet. Go back to winter. Man, we're making a lot of mistakes. We just began. I'm not looking forward to the rest, that's true. Entered this door a couple times, and this is the season we want to end on, because this season will bring us to the boss. So we could go through there, but why? We're right here. Enter the door. Here's the Wispies. Here's the Tornado. One's already looking horrified, which he better be horrified, because this is his demise. Get these trees out of here. Oh, well, you survived randomly. Okay, sure. That was just a waste of like a second, because that really didn't matter. But now it's time to go to the water world, which for Meta Knight is kind of a pace breaker because he can't really swim all that great. And honestly, Meta Knight underwater is worse than Sword Kirby underwater, simply just because you can only swing your sword in front of you, which I don't get, because when Kirby's using sword underwater, he will just do his spin move. But here, Meta Knight just decides, nah, that spin move's not necessary anymore, I'm just gonna flail forward. I don't know why he does that, because he can clearly do the spin move, as we can see here. He just chooses not to do it underwater. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. Let's take this cannon and get out of here, which doesn't give us much, just gives us a 1-up. So, you know, if you want that extra life, then, you know, there it is. It's nice. Doesn't help as much as you would think, but it's nice. Let's go ahead and heal, and be very careful of the fishes, and also the Gordos, because the Gordos hurt way more than the fish. We could use speed here, but nah. Let's not use our meta quick modes. Let's just make our way through normal, shall we? Stab you guys to the water, because that's fun. And just get as many points as we can now, because, you know, having a full bar whenever we can is always nice. I like to have full bars of power. There you go. That's 50. You can go through that door, but why? I've never gone through it, so I imagine if you do, you might get a 1-up there, maybe some health. That's about it. So, it's just a giant waste of time, because there's no real thing over there for Meta Knight to do. There's no power stone to collect like Milky Way Wishes in the normal mode. Meta Knight just kinda goes through here, kills things, and never looks back. So, yeah, let's just ignore any optional areas, shall we? Now it's time for Fatty Whale Mark II, which means Mach Tornado, once again. Just like how we did back in the Great Cave Offensive. It's about half the health. I'm fine with that. So, just gonna whale him a little bit here, which we won't be killing him this cycle, but we'll get close. So, just do some stabs. Apparently I missed all of them. We'll just do the jump stab. This one's fun. I don't know how he didn't hurt him. Okay, sure. My helper's about ready to die. That's gonna be great if he does. I'll make a new one, but don't die, please. Let's go to the next world, which this one should be super short for Meta Knight, because there's nothing for us to collect, so we're just gonna go straight to the boss. This maze portion at the end we won't care about at all for that reason. So let's use some meta quick here and just stab our way through. Gotta go fast. I mean, look at this. We're going real fast. Get into the cannon. Said get into the cannon, buddy. That's what you get for not getting into the cannon. Make a new one. Hey, we finally got the purple knight. I mean, it only took like, what, 6 different nights before we finally got the purple one? That was a long time. So, we don't have to worry about this maze. Let's just go ahead and take the right solution, which is a bunch of rights. And here we are. 2 rights, make a boss door. So, it's time for Krakow. And that means it's time for a tornado. I don't know why my helper just decided to shoot out a sword in front of him. He's not going to be in front of you, buddy. I'm sorry to say, but he's never coming down to this level. Or he is, and wants to just prove me wrong. Crackle can do that, but it's not on a pre-predicted pattern. It just happens. Okay, you got lucky. I'll give you that. Oh man, the fire world. This one's gonna be kind of a pain. But we have Meta Quick, so we'll just jump into the fire faster now. Great. This is very careful. Oh man, I really do not like flying through here. I hate it so much. I wish I had jet. Instead of my wings, I really wish I had jet. Heal. I just do not want to lose my points again. We lost them last time we played. I do not want to lose them now. Level 4 really kicked our butts. Oh, you made it just in time for a watermelon. It's a refreshing watermelon in the sun. Because, you know, that's where you find all your watermelons. So, you know what? We'll take this minecart because I want to play it safe. There's just so much fire here. I'd rather not try to fly through this. We'll just use the cart. Unfortunately, every time we kill an enemy with this thing, we don't get the points. We need to kill the enemies with a sword. That's the only way to get the points. So even though we're killing them technically with a minecart, it's not very Meta Knight doing the killing. So we don't get anything for it. Although I do like seeing Meta Knight in a minecart. It just looks kind of goofy. I don't know. It's just me maybe thinking that, but I just think he looks a little goofy in the cart. Man, can we stop getting hurt every time we jump? I would really like if that didn't happen. So be very careful in this segment. I can use Meta Quick here, but I'd rather not. There's just way too much death. My helper is about ready to kill himself by just trying to catch up. Which would be fun. Oh, don't, please. Yeah, I'll take the ice cream that somehow didn't melt. So we could get the life. I don't care. Let's just get a move on. Do not care about lives. You can get a tomato over there. No, that's an orange. Sorry. I know my vegetables and fruits. So you could get that. I don't need it. A helper needs it, though. But I don't. So we'll just go ahead and stab this chameleon here a bit. And our helper's probably going to take more damage than us because he's like right in front of the dude's face, not moving at all. Because that's smart. Yep, had a feeling that would happen. And we're back to the standard old Green Knight. Oh man, you didn't have the purple guy for too long. Come back, purple guy, I miss you. And the chameleon going invisible will cost him his life. That animation does take a while, so I'm not surprised to see he died just from trying to turn invisible like that. But man, that's his desperation attack, hiding himself. Didn't really work. So here, we're just going to take the most direct route possible, which is basically the same route we took getting all of our powers when we played Milky Way Wishes. There's really not going to be much of a detour, because the quickest route to avoid most of the bosses is the same route we took to fight the bosses that we need to, just to get powers in Milky Way Wishes. So wait for the Gordo to stab me in the butt. I was trying to avoid that. So I'm going to just take this one carefully now. There you go. Kill. Thank you. Get the coffee, because I like coffee. As you know, I don't. I personally don't drink it. It's just not for me. Never like the taste of law coffee. I mean, I have to have it with something in it. I can't just drink coffee black. I need to have something. Some kind of sweetener, like milk or something in it. But I just don't like the taste, so I never drink it. My source of caffeine is just soda, honestly. And even then, I never use it for caffeine. I just drink it just to have something different to drink. Just to have a different flavor. Besides water all the time, because I drink a crap ton of water. I'm always having a bottle of water or a glass of water. So I don't have to worry about any hydration. You know, if I had Hydrate Bot in my Twitch chat, it would never really need to tell me to stay hydrated. I do that on my own. Hydrate Bot's interesting, by the way. I know I'm getting really off topic here, but that's a pretty interesting idea to have for your Twitch chat. Because if you're that person who just streams the entire time, never drinking a single lick of water, having that bot there to constantly remind you, hey buddy, drink. Drink. You should be drinking this much by now. Have you drank yet? I mean, it helps. It really does. I see so many people live stream for like hours on end, and they never get themselves food, and they never really drink anything. And I just think to myself, how the heck are you getting through like 8 hours a day of this? That would kill me. That would legit kill me of like thirst and hunger. I would not be able to get through that. Having something there to constantly remind you, it just helps. But now it's time for Wham Bam. Enough about bots, let's talk about rocks. And these rocks, well, let's just hope we don't have them falling on our head, right? Nope, we had a bad fight, because if we had a good fight here, Mach Tornado, along with my sword slashes, it should have killed this thing. Unfortunately, it took longer than that. So, it was an okay fight. It could have been better. I do need some health, though. Really bad. So, let's just go ahead and use heal. And I'm not going to use quick here, simply because there's not much of a stretch for this area. So, we're just going to avoid it and take the top half, because the top half is safe. Well, safer than the bottom because of all the electricity. So, let's just go ahead and make our way down here. And I got everything. Sweet. Now here, we'll use Meta Quick. If I can tap it, please. No, I'm trying to tap Meta Quick from hitting the helper. There you go. And trying to tap things on touchscreen, it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. Oh, I thought I slashed him. I guess not. Slash through these guys. Oh, that was close to the Cordo. That would have sucked. And hit, run, hit the other one. Do not worry about this switch because I can hit through the wall since my sword apparently ignores walls. Now here, we don't have to worry about fighting basically anything. So, I thought there was going to be an enemy there. Would have been nice to get some points. So we're just going to go up just a little bit. Right here. So, I can't reach this, unfortunately, but I did get me some points, which is nice. So we go down one more layer, and we get to fight our good friend Bonkers. So let's go ahead and do it. I did overshoot Bonkers a little bit, which I actually wasn't meaning to do, but it didn't hurt to get the plasmas. Man, that was great. Thanks, guy. You're not supposed to die on me. Let's make another helper, which we just barely have enough. Holy crap. Alright, Mach Tornado. It's a little risky to do when I'm this low health, but if I play my cards just right, we should be able to survive this, no problem. So let's fly over you. Heavy Lobster, please, give me a good attack pattern. Alright, he's doing some good stuff so far. I'm liking this. So far, he's just kind of jumping around and not moving. Of course, as soon as I say that, he moves. There. Still a good pattern, but man, just wanted to taunt me at the end. He really did. Alright, just hold up here. Now, normally in this section, I like to use Meta Quick, but unfortunately, we're going to have to avoid that for a little bit because I don't have enough points. Get rid of the giant bear, though, and I don't have enough. So, I could use it at this point, but there's no need because right here, we're going to take this launch star and just skip through the rest of this segment. This launch star is seriously a godsend for this section. I never do it the intended way anymore. I always take the launch star. It just makes my life so much easier. It really does. But here, we're going to use Meta Quick because who needs a minecart? Apparently Meta Knight because I'm wanting to get into it. In fact, that thing is moving quicker than me so far. Maybe I should have just rode the minecart. He wants to prove me wrong. So, no, Meta Knight, do the dash. There you go, because the dash is quicker, and you get to destroy everything. It's the best of both worlds. So, oh, no, don't do that. I want to actually take the warp star, thank you. So we make our way through this segment because, you know, this looks horrible to play, so I'm not going to play it. Get through there, have our bosses, which unfortunately I can't use Mach Tornado on, but it really doesn't matter. These guys aren't that bad. I mean, this is the worst scenario right now that I'm inside two bosses, technically. But it's still not that bad because they're both dead. No, please do not bounce on him. Now you can. Bounce him all the time, why not? This is fun. Wee. Oh, Gordo, please. We're off screen. Let's just heal up. We'll get our points back in no time, but it always hurts to get whacked by a Gordo off screen, and then you have to use heal because you don't want to die. That always sucks. So we're nearing the end of Meta Knightmare Ultra because after we fight this boss here, this is the final level for this mode in particular. And then after that, if you remember, we fought Marks at the end of all this, but Marks doesn't exist in Meta Knightmare Ultra. Kirby already defeated that boss, so Meta Knight gets to fight something different. Who, exactly? Well, I'll just let you guys wait and see. Man, that was threatening. Let's just go ahead and whack you. There you go. Give us some more points. And here comes the Evil Knight, which... Oh, luckily he's actually letting us attack immediately. That's good. I could use my Tornado here, but I'm going to save it for the dragon. Ah, of course he raises his defense. I hate when they raise the defense because it wastes so much time. Look, 11 damage. 11 is stupid. Watch how much damage we're going to do this time in comparison. Yeah, went from 11 to 78. That's why shield is so annoying. Stop putting your shield up. In fact, you're not putting it up. You're putting a sword up. In fact, he should have higher attack and not defense right now. This dude is cheating. He is just cheating. Alright, this should hopefully kill him. There you go. We barely got the kill. And now it's time for Dragon. So this great dragon, we're going to wait for him to do something, and then we're going to Mach Tornado him. But wait for him to actually come down on the floor, because if you use Mach Tornado too early, his hitbox isn't active yet. I've tried so many times using Mach Tornado on one of these RPG-style bosses, and it fails because I activate too early. So be very careful with that one. It's embarrassing, trust me. It sucks when it happens, and I do not want to have that happen on recording, because man, that would really suck. And so my helper's about ready to die. That's great. But just a few more hits here, and then the dragon will be dead. Probably in the next cycle, my partner will be dead. Great. He shouldn't have jumped. He should have guarded. Partners never guard, I swear. You need to control him as a human to actually have a guard up here on a partner. Because these guys aren't the brightest in the world, as you can see. But that was it. That was our final boss here to fight. That isn't unique, because the next boss we fight is a brand new boss. So our coolness went up, which is nice. I always like to be cool. My mask shine went up, yeah! Which is an exclusive thing to read, by the way, because the RPG boss says that for Meta Knight only. Well, obviously you can't say that for Kirby because he doesn't wear a mask. So now we made it through the Milky Way Wishes portion of Meta Knightmare. We collected all the stars, just like how Kirby did, and now we get to summon Nova. So, what's Meta Knight's wish? Let's find out. Ready? I will grant you one wish. My one wish is to become stronger. So, I wish to fight the greatest warrior in the galaxy. Okay. You will now fight a warrior who was sealed away for fear his power was far too great. I will now summon the great warrior once more. 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome the final boss of Meta Knightmare Ultra, a new boss fight for the game. This is Galactic Knight. Galactic Knight is by far one of the hardest bosses in not just this game, but basically any Kirby game. This guy, holy crap, he does a lot of damage. And his attack pattern, just like Meta Knight was in the Revenge of Meta Knight mode, he's very erratic, as you can see. He moves around a lot, and he can do a lot of projectile-based moves with his lance. So, constantly keep on moving against this guy. He does spit out some enemies at you, which is nice, because this does give you some points. So if you need to rack up those points for your extra moves to use against this boss, well, he gives it to you, which is very kind. So here, we're going to go ahead and actually use Mach Tornado. This might not be the best idea in hindsight, because I can't use heal now, but since he gives me enemies, and this does a lot of damage anyways, it should help in general. So, as long as I'm careful, I should be fine. Famous last words. Oh man, I really hate how you can't really guard that, because when you guard that attack, it still hurts, which sucks so much. Alright, guard these guys. Get hit by all their chain balls. Please stop doing that. Alright, there you go. Heal now. Oh, he's using his Death Tornado. Stay away from that thing. As you can see, it really hurts. Oh, he's spinning out more enemies. Man, this guy's generous with the enemies all of a sudden. I don't know why he's constantly doing this. Normally, he does not give you as many enemies as he is right now, but it might be because I'm so low on points. His AI might be programmed to help me more, which, you know, is good for me because look at that. He's dead. Here, we'll have a victory hue. So that's it. That was the end of Meta Knightmare Ultra. And with that, Galactic Knight is kind of just spazzing out over the place and then explodes. So that is it. Meta Knightmare Ultra is now complete. Now that Meta Knight is done exploring the galaxies, he can go home now. His mission is finally complete. But that was the whole point of this mode. Meta Knight was just wanting to make a wish basically to fight the strongest warrior out there, and he couldn't find the strongest warrior on Popstar. Which is why after 4 levels, he gave up and went to space. So, what a story. It's weird, that's for sure, but hey, that's a pretty good clear time. 43 minutes, not my fastest time, but that's still a pretty solid time overall. And because we beat this, we get credits. So this is technically the canonic end also for Kirby Superstar Ultra. Since this is the end of Milky Way Wishes, this is the end of Meta Knight's story in particular, so we have a credits reel similar to how we did at the very end of the Milky Way Wishes mode of Kirby Superstar. So, yeah, that was a very fun mode, and I'm glad to see that we have modes like this in other Kirby games, but out of all of them, this is one of my favorites, just because of all the abilities Meta Knight brings to the table here, with his 4 new power-ups. Meta Quick is really helpful for speedrunning. The healing ability is very great for quick heals, because half the time you want health and nothing drops it, or you can't find any health. And then obviously having a helper is always just nice to spawn one whenever you feel like it, but most importantly, having that tornado move is just a great screen nuke to have whenever you're in a pinch. So the abilities Meta Knight brings to the table here make him very, very versatile, and they bring this idea back again for Planet Robobot's Meta Knightmare mode, because just like this game, Meta Knight has an assortment of different powers that he can use through his arsenal. By killing things, you earn points, so you can go ahead and use those said moves, which are pretty much the same thing as what they are here. You have a quick move, you have a heal move, you have a partner move, and you have a screen nuke. So it's basically the same kind of mode, just in Planet Robobot on the 3DS. And I'm really a fan of these kind of modes. I need to play a lot more of the guest star mode in Kirby Star Allies, since it's basically this kind of idea again, just with basically every single last helper character in the entire game, which I think is a very good idea. I always love to see Kirby games do this. The only real Kirby game I wish did this, but didn't really do, was Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Because you can play through the game, through the normal mode, and then through extra mode as well, which is a harder difficulty, but that's it. You still play through the entire mode as Kirby. You do get some extra content at the very end, but you don't get to play as a different character, because throughout that journey, you can have Meta Knight, King Dedede, and Bandana D join your journey if you have friends playing alongside of you. So because of the multiplayer aspect, they didn't decide to make a mode where you can just play as those characters only if you're single player. Which, that's like the one thing I wish for in that game. After you see how well it plays in a game like this, you always wish to see some kind of Meta Knightmare style mode in other Kirby games. It's just a lot of fun. But this is one of my favorite modes to play in Kirby Superstar Ultra, as I mentioned in the past. This mode is just a very streamlined way to play through basically all the main modes of the original Kirby Superstar, just in one nice little package. You do have to unlock this, which does take some time to do, as you've seen here throughout this playthrough. But once you unlock this mode, you can play whenever you feel like. So once in a while, I'll just pick up the game here on DS, and I'll just play through Meta Knightmare Ultra. If I just want to play through all of the modes in Kirby Superstar, without having to worry about going out of my way to collect things, and also just to be a permanent Sword Kirby. Because always playing as Sword Kirby is fun. I mean, it's one of my favorite abilities in the entire game. It's that much fun to play as, so yeah, solid mode overall. But now that we've beaten this mode, we're still not done. We still have all the mini games to look at because we haven't touched a single one of those yet. But after you beat every single mode, minus the mini games, mind you, in Kirby Superstar Ultra, there is one last thing that you unlock. So let's go ahead and see what that one last thing is. After you beat everything, including Meta Knightmare mode, you get yourself the bonus movie Fly Meta Knight, which actually is an alternate intro to the game. Here, take a look for yourself. It's a really cool alternate intro, and I really like this idea. I wish it actually played when you turned on the game, unfortunately, but at least it's here in the theater for you to watch. And you also unlock Samurai Kirby, which is the other sub-game that you can play from the original Kirby Superstar on the Super Nintendo. So now we unlocked all 5 of the mini-games in Kirby Superstar Ultra. But more importantly, since now we beat everything, we unlock the final game mode, the True Arena. As the title implies, this is the arena once more, but it is a much, much harder version of the arena. As you can see by the difficulty level on the stars, it is off the charts. This is by far the hardest mode in the game, and a mode that we'll be tackling next time. With that said, next time on Let's Play Kirby Superstar Ultra, we'll tackle our final mode here in the game, the True Arena. I'll see you guys next time.